Imagine this. You meet someone who seems perfect. They are confident, charming, and say all the right things. It feels like fate. Until suddenly, the compliments turn into criticism. The warmth turns ice cold, and you're left wondering what just happened. As in, you're asking yourself, what just happened? That's the whirlwind of a narcissist, fast, furious, and dangerous. But what if you could spot them before they trap you? In this video, I'm breaking down the exact signs that someone is narcissistic. I'm breaking down the exact signs that scream narcissist alert in quotes, narcissist alert in quotes, so you can see through the facade and protect yourself before it's too late. Let's dive right in. But before we do that, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Iyabo Oyawale, and I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor. And as a survivor, I can only share what has worked for me, and that is exactly what I do on this channel. I share narcissistic abuse recovery tips for oppressed people who are facing narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma. I tell you, this is your home. This is a community to belong to. And if you're serious about healing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to become a member of this community, because I tell you, we are a strong community of people who are holding each other's hands through the fire, through the mess, through the scourge of narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma. I tell you, it is a war zone, and you need a supportive community like this one to get through to the other side. And so hit the subscribe button, and also turn on notifications to be notified when we've got new uploads, when we've got new live streams. By the way, we live stream every Saturday, 12 noon WAT. We are here talking about different aspects of narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma. And this coming Saturday, we are going to talk about forgiveness, forgiving yourself from the past, forgiving other people from the past, and moving on with your life, not remaining stuck because of unforgiveness. And so that is basically what we're going to be talking about. And so do join us on the live stream this coming Saturday, 12 noon WAT. We will be here live as the Lord enables us. And so without further ado, let me dive deep into the video of the day. So how do you spot a narcissist fast and furious? How do you spot a narcissist fast and furious? And what are the signs that someone is narcissistic? What are the 6 signs that someone is narcissistic? Now, you can spot a narcissist quickly and protect yourself from their manipulation, and that is exactly what this video is about. Recognizing the signs before they trap you. Now, narcissists move quickly. They are smart people, but they move quickly. They charm, manipulate, and control you before you even realize what's happening. The key to protecting yourself is spotting the signs fast. This video will break down the red flags and behaviors to watch out for, so you can steer clear before it's too late. So what's the first thing to look out for? The fast and intense charm. The fast and intense charm. Now, hooking you in with love bombing. You know, that initial stage of showering praise on you. That is what we call love bombing. Showering you with gifts, showering you with praise, showering you with attention. That is what we call love bombing. And so over the top compliments, expect that. They flatter you excessively, making you feel like the most special person in the world. Also expect instant connection. They act as if you're soulmates, mirroring your interests and making you feel like you've known them forever. And also they make grand promises. They make big claims about your future together, or how amazing your friendship will be before truly knowing you. They barely know you, but they're already making grandiose promises, grand promises of the future, talking about you becoming soulmates or you being soulmates. That is a narcissist for you. And what is a red flag to watch out for? If it feels too good to be true and is moving too fast, is moving way too fast, I tell you, it probably is, because healthy relationships take time to build. Healthy relationships takes time for you to connect. And so if it's moving too fast, it probably is. Watch out. That is a major red flag. Now, the second thing to watch out for, the second sign to watch out for, is the subtle and not so subtle control tactics. And so they shift from the sweet to the manipulative. Now, They expect gaslighting. That's one thing you should expect. They twist reality, making you question your own memory or feelings. Things they said suddenly become things they didn't see. They didn't say. Things they did suddenly become things they didn't do. They twist reality, gaslighting. Expect gaslighting a lot, and also expect backhanded compliments like you're smart. For someone who has never been in a serious relationship, it's a backhanded compliment. It's insulting you in a very smart way. And so that is, it's telling you you've never been in a serious relationship, but you're smart. Can you just imagine that? So expect a lot of backhanded compliments, and also expect playing the victim. They always have a sub story that justifies their bad behavior. They are always throwing pity parties. I always say that they are always throwing pity parties, and for anybody who cares to listen, they will share their sub story. Refuse to fall into their sub stories. Refuse to fall into their pity parties. Don't attend their pity parties. And so expect a lot of playing the victim. They are always the victim. Nobody is. They never take responsibility. They are always the victim. And so the red flag to watch out for is if they make you feel confused or like you are always defending yourself, they might be manipulating you. And so watch out for that. If they always make you feel confused and defending yourself, they might be manipulating you. So what is the third sign to look out for in spotting the narcissist fast and furious? The explosive ego and need for validation. Now, they are always craving attention and control. That is one thing to look out for. And for them, it's a game. It's a power game. It's a game of wanting to constantly be in control, and so they will constantly crave your attention, constantly crave control, constantly crave power, and they can't handle criticism. Note that too, because you're going to see a lot of that in your relationship. They can't handle criticism. Even the slightest suggestion for improvement makes them defensive or angry, makes them cringe. They don't want to hear anything improvement. They cringe for it. They can't handle criticism at all. And also they always have to win. Note that, because you'll see a lot of that in your relationship. Whether it's an argument, a debate, or even a casual conversation, they must come out on top. That is it. They must win. They must come out on top. And so note that in your interactions. And also they expect special treatment. Rules don't apply to them. They are special people, and they expect special favors. And so they feel entitled to special privileges. Note that. The rules don't apply to them. They are special people. And so when you see them behaving like that, know that they are a narcissist. Now, the red flag to look out for: if someone constantly needs praise but can't take feedback, they may be driven by narcissistic tendencies. If someone constantly needs praise but can't take feedback, they may be driven by narcissistic tendencies. And so note that. The fourth sign that someone is narcissistic is when you see the sudden shift from idolizing you to devaluing you. And so you just see this just swift shift. It's just a sudden shift, because one moment they are idolizing you, the next moment they are devaluing you. And so that is when the mask finally slips. The mask they've been wearing finally slips. The mask is M-A-S-K. It finally slips, and you can see them for who they truly are. And so they move from hot to cold. And they adore you one moment and ignore you the next. And then the criticism creeps in. And so once you are invested, they begin to point out your flaws in quotes, F-L-A-W-S, your flaws in quotes, and make you feel inadequate. They point out your weaknesses. They point out your flaws. They point out your mistakes, your errors. They just want you to feel inadequate. But I tell you, you are enough. And I've got a video on You Are Enough on this channel. I will drop the link in the description. And you can also watch it by checking our videos tab. You are enough, shattering the lies of the narcissist. And so you are enough. Don't make anyone make you feel inadequate. And also triangulation creeps in. And triangulation is when they compare you to others to make you feel insecure and compete for their approval. Triangulation is when they compare you to others to make you feel insecure and compete for their approval. And so when you see these signs, just know that you're dealing with a narcissist and you are spotting them fast and furious. And so what is a red flag to look out for? Now, if someone goes from praising you to making you feel not good enough, to making you feel inadequate, they are playing a toxic game, and you don't want to be a part of it. And you know what next to do. I don't need to tell you that because you've been watching our videos. And if you've not been watching our videos, this is the first video you're watching. I say you're warmly welcome to this channel, and hit the subscribe button to become a member of this community. And for those of you that have been watching our videos, I want to say a big thank you to you. Thanks for constantly watching. Thank you for this strong community that we are building together, because I can't do it alone, but you are there watching constantly. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much. And so the fifth sign to look out for is a lack of genuine empathy. They don't care about your feelings, only their own. It's only their feelings that matters. They don't care about your own, and so they lack genuine empathy. And so note that they don't care about your feelings. It's only they can never put themselves in your shoes. And so when you say, put yourself in my shoes, it's a big lie. A narcissist cannot do that. They only care about their own feelings, and they fake empathy to manipulate you. And if they show empathy of any sort, it's a fake empathy, and it is meant to hook you. It is meant to manipulate you. They say the right things, but their actions never match their words. They say the right things, but their actions never match their words. Their actions and their words are always at a variance. They are never ever the same. They don't meet at any point. Their words are here, their actions are there. They've turned their backs against each other. Their words turn their backs against their actions. And so you find that always in their daily dealings. And also they don't show remorse. If they hurt you, they blame you instead of apologizing. If they hurt you, they blame you instead of apologizing. They don't show remorse. And so when you note that, you know you are dealing with a narcissist, and you are spotting them fast and furious, and they are emotionally unavailable. When you need them the most, they disappear or belittle your feelings. When you need them the most, they disappear or belittle your feelings. And so note that. And the red flag is if someone acts like they care but never actually supports you. Their empathy is just an illusion. Their empathy is just fake. Their empathy is false. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for lies. Because the narcissist lives and wakes up in lies. That is their stalking trait. They are masters of lies. If they greet you good morning, look outside. You are in the evening already, and they are greeting good morning. That is the kind of people that narcissists are. They are lies. Their lies can damage, I tell you. And the sixth sign that someone is narcissistic is the never-ending drama. They are drama kings and drama queens. Narcissists are drama kings and drama queens, and the chaos follows them everywhere. From point A to B to C to D, everywhere. Chaos is their stock in trade, and it follows them everywhere. And they have tons of crazy exes. At least that's what they claim. They are constantly talking about their crazy exes. They are never crazy. They themselves are not crazy. It's their exes that are crazy, and they've got loads of crazy exes, and they tell you the story, and you are also staying, not knowing that you will also soon be one of the crazy exes. Fine, this is your chance to move on, and this is a sign that you are dealing with a strong narcissist. Also, they've got constant conflict. They always seem to be in some kind of feud, whether with co-workers, family, or friends. They are constantly fighting. They are constantly in conflict. And so note that they also have the victim mindset, whereby nothing is ever their fault. Someone else is always to blame. They refuse to take responsibility for what they do. They are constantly blaming other people, constantly blame shifting. They always have the victim mentality, victim mindset. Note that when you see one. Now the red flag to note is if someone thrives on drama and conflict, they are likely the common denominator. They are likely a narcissist. So how do you protect yourself from a narcissist? How do you protect yourself from a narcissist? Trust your gut. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Listen to your intuition. The nature of narcissism is such that it trains us, it conditions us to never trust ourselves, to doubt ourselves. But I tell you, retrain your mind, rewire your mind, reprogram your mind, and start trusting your intuition, because when something feels off, it truly is off. And also set boundaries. Narcissists hate when you don't let them control you, and so set boundaries. It is something they don't want, but you need it for your mental well-being. And so go ahead and set firm boundaries and stand firm in your convictions. Don't move. Stick with your boundaries, and also don't engage in their games. You are not meant for that drama. You are not meant for that chaos, and so don't engage in their games. The less you react, the less power they have over you. And so don't engage in their toxic games, and also distance yourself. If possible, cut ties and go no contact. If not, keep interactions minimal and detached. I've always talked about no contact and low contact on this channel, and so no contact is NO contact, and then low contact is LOW contact. And so in cases where you're co-parenting or in a working environment, you might have what we call low contact, whereby you have minimal interactions and just stick to the business of the day. And no contact is a complete cessation of communication, and so use whichever applies to your situation. And then seek support. Seek therapy with the Holy Spirit. I tell you, seek support with a source of support that never disappoints, with a source of support that will constantly be there for you. I'm constantly talking about therapy with the Holy Spirit because it is what actually worked for me. When I didn't know where to turn, when I was confused about 1,001 things, when I didn't know what next to do, I relied on the Holy Spirit. I sat with him quietly, and he spoke to my heart, taught me the things to do. And here I am on the other side of narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma today. And I believe if you can also sit still with the Holy Spirit, it's going to impress upon your heart the things to do, and you will be able to get on the other side like I am doing today, like I have done. And so seek support. Support from God means a lot, and it is God that will teach you the kind of people to also involve as a support system, because not just everybody that will be in your support system as a narcissistic abuse survivor. I tell you, you got to be careful the kind of people that you move with, because it's not everybody who loves you. It's not everybody who has your best interest at heart. And so you got to rely on God to tell you the kind of people to even be in your support system. I tell you, is that serious? And also, my final thoughts would be that narcissists operate fast. They lure you in, they manipulate you, and leave you emotionally drained. They leave you emotionally exhausted. They drain you of all the energy you have. But once you know the signs, you hold the power. And so spot them early, spot them fast and furious, and set boundaries and protect your peace. Stay sharp, trust yourself, and never let a narcissist control your life again. There you have it. A detailed guide on how to spot a narcissist fast and furious, as well as 6 signs that someone is narcissistic. So what tip or idea struck you the most in the video? Do let me know in the comments, and also share this video with a friend. I tell you, be the reason why someone escapes the scourge, the fire, the mess of narcissistic abuse and emotional trauma. And also like this video, because when you do, you are training YouTube on the kind of content to suggest to you. And also subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed. This community is a community to belong to. It is a Christian community. It is a spiritual community, because we know that you need spirituality to fight narcissistic abuse, to win the war against emotional trauma. At least that is what worked for me. Spirituality worked for me 100%. And so go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and also turn on notifications. Thanks for watching this video. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.